What's up, YouTube land? It's Corey Joe. I'm back. Today is day 16 of my 30-day water fast. I did a video yesterday where I talked about my frustration with the plateau I'm experiencing. This is probably the 5th day or so of the plateau, and I'm less frustrated with it now. I'm just kind of accepting it and believing that it's going to pass on its own, and I'm going to continue to see benefits of the water fasting. One good thing about going through a plateau is that the 20 pounds that I've lost to date are great, and the weight loss has been my focus and motivation every morning to keep myself going. But now I've found other reasons to keep going, because when I'm stepping on the scale, the last 5 days, nothing is happening. Like, it's moving back and forth, probably a pound less, a pound more the next day. It's like, this is not about weight loss at this point. Obviously that's the long-term goal. By the time I reach 30 days, I think that I should have lost 10 more pounds. So between now and my 30-day mark, I'm hoping to lose 10 pounds once the plateau breaks. Like, I'm hoping the plateau will break, and then all of a sudden I'll just start seeing some more consistent weight loss. But in the absence of that, I have started to focus more on my physical health and just the other benefits that come from water fasting, and just the overall detoxification that I know I'm going through. It's been a little bit of a struggle to continue to drink the water. Like, one of the things I love about the water fast is that for me, it clears up my skin. I don't know, you can see these little bumps, like little texture to my skin. I'm not looking as bright as I did when I first started the fast, because when I started the fast, I was able to drink a gallon of water a day. And now I'm starting to feel, I'm battling a little bit with nausea. And the more water I drink throughout the day, the more nauseous I feel. So I haven't been drinking as much. I have found that I think the distilled water is a little bit more settling to my stomach. So I know that there's a lot of, back and forth and a lot of controversy about what type of water people should be drinking during the fast. And some people don't like distilled water because they feel like it leaches valuable minerals from your body. And proponents of distilled water say, yeah, it's leaching minerals, but this is just mineral deposits that are left over in your body that you don't really need. So I've kind of heard both sides of it. I didn't choose a side, so I was just like drinking whatever water, as long as it wasn't flavored and didn't have some kind of sweetener in it. I'm like, it's water, so I'm drinking it. But I am finding, like, what I'm drinking right now is the Fiji water, because this is what I was able to find in the store. But my distilled water is at home, so when I get home I'll drink the distilled. So I think that settled my stomach a little more, but I am feeling like this nauseous kind of feeling. I haven't been chewing any gum throughout this whole journey, but today I did break and chew some gum because I just felt like maybe I just need to chew something, but it didn't help either. So it's just like I know that my stomach is empty, and there's just this ever so slight feeling of nausea. Like, I just feel like I have to throw up, but I know that there's nothing in there to throw up except for some water and whatever chemicals are in. I don't want to say chemicals, but like acids or whatever. Natural fluids are in my stomach. I don't know what's in there, but I know I don't want to taste it coming up. So I'm praying that I don't really throw up, because I don't want to throw up, but I feel like I have to. And I almost drank a little coconut water today, because I thought, let me just settle this, because I'm just like, I'm not enjoying that nauseous feeling. It's making it hard for me to concentrate at work, and there's a couple of proposals that I really need to write, and it's hard for me to just sit there. I feel better, I think, when I'm walking around, but if I'm just sitting there, I'm just thinking, I'm nauseous. So I didn't want this video to be all about everything that's like making me grumpy in the situation. Oh, I was going to tell you about my skin. So I haven't been drinking as much water, and I don't know if I said it, my intention was to say it, but I'm not looking as bright as I did in the beginning, and that texture to my skin is starting to come back. So I think I'm looking more like I look when I'm not on the fast, like my skin is anyway. I'm not quite as radiant looking, so I am hoping that this nausea does pass so I can get back to my glow, because that's one thing I really enjoy that I haven't been able to achieve unless I was on a fast of some sort. And there's probably lots of reasons for it, but I know the water is a big part, and I might be experiencing some detox stuff that's coming through my skin. So we'll see what happens. We're just gonna keep tracking. I got my first comment on my last YouTube video, and it's a bummer because that YouTube video was decent, but the sound was terrible because I was using my old phone, where the sound is just horrible on that phone. So I was gonna take it down and re-upload it, but I don't want to do that now because my first comment is on there. Somebody asking me to be their buddy through this process, and I would love to do that. Okay, let me get to some more stuff. Let's see. Shrink Week. Okay, so Chris James on the channel A Healthy Alternative. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but you can't hear it. He's and his family, and the use of how they've been using their platform on YouTube and Facebook has really inspired me to go down this path. So I am listening very closely to the things that they say and using it for encouragement. Chris says that when you're doing a long-term fast, and his definition of long-term is longer than 3 days, so I'm certainly into the long term. I think probably like by anybody's standards at this point at 16 days, with a goal for 30, is that when you stop losing weight at the rate, when you start, it's going to be 2 pounds a day, and then for some people they stop altogether, and then when you go back to losing weight, then it's a pound a day. So his thing is that shrink week, he calls it, where that 5 to 7 days where you're on a plateau and you're not really seeing a lot of weight loss, is not your body not reacting to what you're doing. Your body's always reacting to the fast. It's just that you're not necessarily going to see it on the scale, but you will start to notice changes in your body. So his suggestion is to tape measure yourself, to keep yourself encouraged. So I finally found my tape measure last night, and I measured myself, and I'm going to just start keeping track of that. I also think that I'm going to start doing the waist beads. Now, some of you, especially African Americans, might be familiar with the concept of waist beads and the cultural practice of many African cultures where women and teenage girls will wear beads around their waist for a lot of different significant reasons. But one of the reasons why people do it in modern day culture is for decoration. It's just to make your body more beautiful, just like any jewelry. But it also sort of helps you maintain or monitor your weight, because when you put the beads on your body, if you lose weight, the beads will go down lower on your torso. If you gain weight, it'll go up higher on your torso. So I think that's a really cool way to monitor weight loss. And I was thinking, I would love to do that. Like, do my research about, more research about the beads and who, what, where, when, and how, and everything that makes it significant. And it can be just a special thing for me to tap into my own ancestry, as I pursue this journey, for myself. So I don't know. I think that for me, that would feel really special. And it was something that I thought, okay, that's a great way for me to let this plateau or shrink week or whatever be significant to me, and something that I can celebrate without having to constantly be irritated because this fast is not going the way that I envisioned it 100%. However, it's going great. I don't have anything to complain about. I think it's going fine. So I'm right at 10 minutes here, and I don't want to keep blabbing on. But that's where I'm at today. This is the things that are on my mind, what I'm thinking about. Please leave comments below if you have any questions about what I'm doing and why. If you're also fasting, please tell me how you're doing. Let's just encourage each other. I mean, there's tons of channels out there. Drop the channels that you're listening to and the people that encourage you to keep fasting. I would love to have more resources. And I just want to, I was like geeked. They're like, I got a comment on my video. And I'm going to keep posting videos, and I know you won't believe that until you see it. So if you do happen to believe it, subscribe so I can have 3 subscribers. That would be awesome. And give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like it. If you don't like it, tell me why, and I'll work on the format for these videos. Right now, I'm just trying to get the content out of my head and out into the world. So anyway, thank you for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with a new update. Bye.